Good morning, Vietnam, Thirtless. Hello, how you doing? What do I want to talk about today? Some of you may even guess what I'm going to talk about today. No, not the paranormal X demon debunker thing. I've stated an opinion, okay? It's just an opinion, don't shoot me down for it. I can't understand the motive, but my opinion is not proof, alright? So please be aware of that. You know, what proof will come out in the future and stuff. That's that. It's worrying though, because when something like, just say for now, this did happen, alright? The dude asked to be scratched, you got it. Just say, I'm not actually going to be talking about it, I'll talk about something else in a second, but just pretend it did, okay? And in your mind it does, and, you know, forget any debunking. I had the same sort of problem with what I had with myself. What I mean by that is, with our resident haunting of my wife 10 years, me 8 years, because I didn't know her for 2 years, you know, we were asked by 12th Hour, like I say, and we thought about it. We very nearly did it. The deal was, they help us in telling us what is at our house, etc., and all the free help we had with that, because we didn't really know what we were dealing with, seriously, in exchange for going on TV. And then we backstabbed them, basically. We said, no, we're not doing it. At the last minute, we pulled out. And, oops, naughty. But that's because we thought, no one's going to believe us. Everyone's going to think we're fucking crazy. You know, and all the ridicule. Or, opposite end, we get a load of fucking tourists down. I can't deal with fucking tourists. No. Fuck that. I was much more private then than I am now. I've taken a big leap, I tell you, going on this bloody YouTube. And even Google Plus, but that's part of YouTube, isn't it, you know? Big fucking leap. I'll never go on Facebook or whatever. Never. Sorry about that. Jesus Christ, it's cold. Not as cold as usual, but, you know. Anyway, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about Evpparanormalscience Scotty. Loving or hate him, whatever, you can't deny he's there. And I assure you, sock puppets out there, he doesn't buy fucking subs off a fiver like a certain other person that doesn't have much hair. And I assure you, his views or anything like that are not set. And I certainly assure you, he doesn't layer his audio or jump cut either. It is what it is. Just take two and off he goes, you know? Take two, take one. On my channel, about take two even. That just come out. Sorry, Scott, I might have incriminated you there, except for, you know, wrongly. No, what I want to talk about is Scott's latest video. There, like I said, the whole Brian thing, I don't want to revisit it because it's sort of dead and buried and moving on. But being as Scott has done a video on it, I'm going to comment on it because everyone wants to know what I think, either because they like to see a bit of drama stir or whatever. Well, I'm one of my golden boys, isn't he? So I'm going to have to fucking comment. So, it's like this. The whole thing is just fucking a spirit box versus apps debate that has gone well and truly out of control and somehow twisted to truth seekers are bullies, etc. We bully people out the field. Okay, name me one person that has quit, left the field because truth seekers has bullied them. Give me a name, please do. Because I want to come back and reassure them, don't give a fuck what we say. You want to go back in there and, you know, fucking, I don't know anybody that's left the field because of truth seekers. Seriously, I think I've heard it by now, so that's bullshit propaganda anyway. But again, let's sway. We're dodging through the whole point of this video, and I'm only doing this to make the video up in time because I'm walking home because I've got a live stream in a minute. By the time this is uploaded, it'll probably be after the live stream. Like this. Evpparanormalscience put up a video for Brian Holloway to end a debate about spirits cannot communicate on will. Now what he means by will, he doesn't mean, oi, spirit, talk to me now. That will, they're not puppets. No, you're right, Brian, they're not puppets. But Brian's also saying, or I don't know if he notices that he's saying, that even if spirits wanted to communicate, sometimes they can't because the conditions aren't right, say, well, whatever. Scott's argument is, no. Provided the conditions are right in terms of static and you're not using your bloody app, which is not really a great condition for them to use. Yes, they probably could manipulated, but by God, have they got to jump through hoops to, you know, reverse speech and switching it back round. Why would you make it, you know, a spirit jump through hoops just to go, oh, there we go, there's the proof right there? It doesn't make sense to me. But each to their own. Everyone's got an opinion. You're allowed your own opinion, okay? That's where people seem to mislay where Truth Seekers exists at. We're not about shooting down people's opinion, but we are purely against people who willingly fucking fake their shit because it messes us up. And you can say, well, I'm in paranormal. Alright, paranormal ways. You really want to go down that route? You really want to hit that fucking route? Nah, fuck you, okay? Because paranormal works aren't in Truth Seekers, so that's a stalemate, alright? So make what you will of paranormal works, I don't care, okay? I said my opinion on it and my thought process, you know, how I got to my thought process, and it's not even because, you know, he's a friend or whatever, because trust me, if I really thought I don't know, it's messed up, it's so messed up because it's such a sensitive subject, like the you know, a demon fucking attack. And the reason why a lot of these videos I think they're telling the truth is because it's happened either to me or immediate family, you know, so it can happen. You know, some are saying, well, Cain, the demon, is able to morph from a bird to a sword wielding maniac. Probably can. I don't know. We're not talking about that, alright? But paranormal acts are not in Truth Seekers, so I don't have to boot anybody out or keep anybody in. You see what I'm saying? So, not interested, okay? Move on from that. I want to talk about Evpparanormalscience and his latest video with this whole debacle with Brian Holloway. And this isn't drama, believe it or not. Interesting debate, not hate, okay? So please don't confuse the two. Debate is needed, debate is interesting. Opinions are certainly valid and you're allowed to keep your own opinion. My God, are you allowed to keep your own opinion, okay? A lot of your opinions I half the time agree with anyway. If I don't, does it matter if I agree or don't agree? Does it really matter? You know what's what, if you've experienced something or whatever, you know? I'm in the mind of knowing that people that do experience certain things tend to believe the same things, though. Interesting that. Not all the time, but quite a lot of the time. So, it's like this. Golden balls. I'm going to call him that from now on because you don't seem to think he's my lover or something. Talk to the sock puppet accounts. You know, no, I ain't my lover. Of course not. I'm married, you fucking idiot. And he ain't an old man either. He's 35. He's my age. He's a bit younger than me, actually, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, it's like this. He put up a video basically shooting down Brian's theory of spirits cannot talk on will if you command them, in terms of not about literally do as I say, you're a puppet, but in terms of spirit wants to talk back to you at will and you're asking them, you know, speak to me, that they can't do it if the conditions are not right. Well, yeah, sort of right, Brian, that they can't with your bloody app, which you're selling, by the way. You are selling your app $6.99. So some could argue there's an agenda there, or else your app would be cheaper or free. I don't know. I don't care. Fine, you sell your app. I ain't got a problem with you selling apps, okay? Not at all, not at all. But I want to talk to you about the Evpparanormalscience video, and I've been fucking holding it back for 8 minutes now. Just get on with it, fucking order of magnitude. You're a fucking prick. Mouthy prick. So listen. Go and watch Evpparanormalscience's latest video, and I want you to tell me what you hear. And don't be fucking non-honest. Be honest what you hear, because I just watched it, okay, without any headphones, with a crappy speaker on the side of the phone. When I say crappy, I don't mean the phone's crappy. The phone's fucking awesome, but you know, I haven't got headphones on, okay? Because I haven't got headphones on, you know, it's not the best quality, and I've got my daughter running around in the background too, and I was listening to it just before school, etc. And yeah, it's a bloody good session, and it show me an app that has got that much validation behind it, that can pull that much validation behind it, and that includes Echovox even. Echovox, I reckon, works because of its analog credentials, as in it's not necessarily the app that's saying the phonetics that you get the replies from, I noticed when I used it. But the fact that the loop of the echo, it's like an analog echo, the replies come through that sometimes, and it's not great, but it's the closest thing I found that feels like I'm talking to something. And it's just my opinion. You can be upset if I can give me some bad comments, and you can use your sock puppet accounts to give me 4 or 5 dislikes, and really it's just one of you. That's your time and your place. That's up to you. It makes no difference what dislikes you put down. It makes no fucking difference to me. In fact, it makes my video interesting. Why does everyone dislike this video? Let's have a look. Oh, okay, Order's a prick. Okay, fair enough. So, but no, right off the bat, as soon as that video starts, I mean, there's a bit of bravado there. That's Scotty, that's his personality. He's a bravado type of guy. He's gonna fucking show you in your face if he thinks he's right. But he does give it when he's wrong. I'll give you an example of this. On his Debunking Huff channel, he gives Huff credit when Huff has caught something. And Huff usually doesn't notice that he's caught something because he's so busy faking his crap. He misses sometimes. Like when he was in that hotel. I was listening to his one in his hotel when he was using a 587. And he's like, nah, not getting nothing hardly, you know. They were shouting demon and devil and the usual fucking words we hear, dead, help me, you know, all that's... He was missing them all. I was like, my God, you're not hearing that. Well, obviously not, he's focused somewhere else, I suppose. But he gives them the credit, okay? And I'm telling you, you show me an app that has that much, and this is just my personal opinion. If you hate apps or love apps, that's up to you. If you find they're working, great, okay? And I think apps are great if you don't have access to a spirit box either, because spirit boxes are sometimes not easy to get. Hence why I set up a fucking community ghost box. You know? They're not easy to get sometimes. They're expensive. And they're wrongly expensive, because all they are is cheap fucking radios that have had a fucking pin bent or whatever. It's not right. But people try and make a buck off things, don't they? It's just the way of the world, and that's what I've got to learn to deal with sometimes, because it pisses me off too, you know. But yeah, watch that video, Evpparanormalscience Scott, his latest video with Brian Holloway, and you cannot deny what is coming through in that box. And the other thing I want you to understand, okay, please understand this. He asks quite early on, can you say the word Brian Holloway for me? Spirit doesn't say Brian Holloway. Spirit says abhorrent of things, cunt, bastard, evil, all these things, okay? That does not mean that Brian is an evil bastard, whatever. Because it's clear, it's there, you cannot deny it, okay? You can't say, I didn't say, it said fucking Brian has sunshine out his bum. It doesn't say nothing of the sort, okay? It's clear, it's audible. That's what is so intense about this session he put out. And it was a one-take thing. It was like, bump, off we go, one take, one go, like what I do. Just let the camera roll, bump. He proves it by turning it on in front of you and turning it off in front of you, okay? No jump cuts, no layered audio, none of that crap, okay? Seriously, it's the real deal, and you're going to have to deal with that, I'm afraid. Even in the comments with Paul or whoever else, and forgotten voices going, yeah, you're such a bully, whatever. Not one of them said, it. You know, the video doesn't say what it says, because it does. And that's what hurts, maybe. Maybe that's what hits you so hard. And I'm sorry about that, I really am, but it is what it is. A bloody good session that, once again, has anything more validating than any fucking, you know, app. Sorry. I can't lie to you. Sorry about that. Anyway, what I was saying was, just because Spirit calls Brian cunt and all the rest, doesn't mean to say he is, okay? What it means is the spirits that hang around Scott are sympathetic to Scott's cause. So Scott, obviously, I might have a vibe about Brian or whatever, and the spirits are joining in on his side, because people take sides, people do, and that's probably true in the spirit life, because there's probably more dead people than there are live people, if you want to include